1.5 billion who do not yet, that's an important word, who do not yet know Jesus as their Savior and Lord. And so this is being birthed out of the IF movement, or the IF table movement, and it's the coming together of many ministries, names of ministries you'd be familiar with, and people that you'd be familiar with. And it's going to be times of worship, it's going to be prayer, it's going to be teaching. It's being facilitated at E-Free Church, and yet it's not an E-Free event. The ministerial is behind this event, and it's a global event. It's a uniting event. It is the Christian church coming together as one. And in many ways, it's unprecedented. And we are going to be a part of it. So, February 28th to March 1st, mark that on your calendars. And join us over at E-Free Church. There's going to be opportunities to serve and participate. And we will really look forward to worshiping together and being a part of what Jesus is going to do there. A number of years ago, when I was in Bible school in Regina, I heard a story, and I want to share it with us here this morning. The story goes that in years previous to when I first heard it, some South Korean church leaders were coming to the United States for a learning experience. They were going to come together with North American church leaders and observe and witness and grow and learn from the North American church lessons that would be transferable to go back to South Korea and have impact in the local church. They were coming to see the way that we do church so that they could go home and sort of lay down these lessons and have kingdom impact in that region. And so the story goes that these pastors flew over from Korea into Seattle, I believe it was, and the idea was that they were going to tour mega churches in Washington State and Oregon, and they were going to learn. They would see their systems and their facilities, their staff teams and their programs, everything to inspire them. And so it went that they came, and as they were toured around these different churches in the different cities, they saw what was intended to be presented. Wonderful buildings. They saw buildings that held the latest technology, massive sanctuaries where thousands of people could gather together. The worship, when they had a service, the worship was like a recorded worship album. And the services had amazing content, video, drama, dancing, and more. The sermons were precise, like 28 minutes long, 3 points, punchy, relevant, and impactful. And even at the end of the service, the test came when the people were getting ready to go home, and the Korean leaders watched as the congregants didn't just rush out the doors and leave. They hovered. And they spent time together, fellowshipping together.